Hey guys, it's Haley. This video today is going to be a little bit different. This is kind of something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, and it's something that I've been dealing with since I was like 7 years old, like really young. And I've seen a lot of people make videos about this, a lot of people that I watch like religiously, and I really enjoy the videos, like Acacia and Kian Lawley and I don't know, just like videos like this. And this video is about anxiety, and I've had anxiety for a very long time, ever since I was very young. And when I was little, I didn't know what it was. I thought I was just really shy. That's what I thought it was, because that's how I classified it. Everyone was like, oh, you're just shy, like there's nothing wrong. And the thing is, I was afraid to do everything. Like, I was afraid to talk to people. I was afraid to go up to people. I thought they might think that I'm crazy. I thought they might think I'm weird. Like, if I go up to someone, the first thing I think is, oh, they don't like me. Maybe someone told them something about me. Maybe someone said this. Maybe someone said that. Maybe, like, all these thoughts start rushing through my head, and I'm like, okay, well, I can't just go up to someone and start talking to them. No one else does that. That's weird. That makes you sound weird. That makes you sound like a loser. That makes me sound lonely. That makes it, like, my mind just starts spiraling out of control. And that was kindergarten. That was happening. And I was just like, you know what? Like, I would tell my parents, and they were like, you're just shy, like, you'll grow into your own person, whatever. And I was like, okay, like, whatever. And I got to elementary school, first, second grade. I would walk in the class, and I would sit by myself every day, because I thought, if I sit by myself, no one else will think I'm weird, and I won't have to talk to anyone, and I won't have to, like, I won't have to deal with any nerves if I'm not talking to anyone. It was just like this thing, like, if I'm alone, then I don't have to worry about anything else. Like, that was just how I thought about it. And now I'm just like, no, like, you need someone else to make you feel better. But I just always wanted to be alone. So I was like, I had some friends, but I would just push them away because I just like to be alone all the time. And then I got to middle school, and middle school was probably the hardest, like, school part, like, you know what I mean? And middle school was literally the worst. I remember my anxiety got so bad that I was terrified to leave my house. I couldn't leave my house. I stayed in my house for about 2 weeks. Didn't even go outside in my backyard, because I was afraid that I would see someone I knew and they would judge me. I thought if I went outside that I would be looked at differently, that I would be looked at the wrong way, that I would make someone feel bad about themselves. Every little thing I did, if I even was like, if I bumped into someone's arm and I was passing, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, are you okay? Oh my gosh. Like, I would apologize because I felt so bad, because I felt like it was all my fault and I could have ruined that person's day and that person could hate me forever and they don't even know me yet. Like, stuff like that. And it was just, thinking about it now, it's like, really? But it was really how I was thinking about it. And I didn't leave my house for a good 2 weeks. We had to have one of the people from my school come down to my house and practically drag me out of my house and bring me to school, because I was so terrified. I got into school and I didn't know what to do. I was like, someone's going to ask me where I've been, someone's going to ask me what's wrong, someone's going to ask me what happened, someone's going to, like, because I just didn't like to talk to people. I didn't like to talk to people about my problems. I didn't want other people to be involved in my life, because I didn't want them to worry about me, because I worry about myself enough. And it was just like, I don't know. And then I finally got back into the swing of middle school, and then this whole instant messaging AOL thing came along. And I had a screen name. I think I had a couple screen names. And there was this girl that I was friends with at the time, and she was my best friend at that point. And she made me open up. She made me more, like, able to be myself, more bubbly, like I could actually talk to her. And then she became friends with this girl who absolutely despised me. Like, I don't mean didn't like me, I mean despised me. And this girl, who didn't like me, her and my best friend at the time made up a screen name that sent me messages like, kill yourself, go cut yourself, no one likes you, you're a bitch, you're a slut, you're a whore, you're every name in the book that you could possibly think of. There were words she was saying I didn't even know what they were. Like, now I do, but I didn't then. And I was just like, okay, like, whatever, block them, move on. So I blocked them, they make another screen name, and pop right back up. That went on for a good 3 months. I talked to my guidance counselor, I talked to my principal, they said there's nothing they can do about it. Which is bullshit, because there is stuff you can do about it. You can look up the IP address, you can print out screenshots of the conversations and bring them to the police. Anyway, so that happened, and I was like, I can't trust anyone ever again. I can't do it because everyone's going to judge me, and everyone is going to do that to me because my best friend did that, so why wouldn't anyone else do that? And I was like, okay, I'm going to be alone and by myself. So I went to high school, and I had a good group of friends, and everything was great throughout high school with my anxiety. Unless I had to do a project. If I had to do a project, my entire body would become completely numb, and my hands would shake, and I'd be sweating, and like I would bite the inside of my lips so hard it would start bleeding. Like, I got so nervous because I was just like, oh my god, like, if I mess up, everyone's gonna laugh at me, everyone's gonna be staring at me, what if I make a mistake, what if I do this wrong, what if I do that wrong, like, everything, every little thing that I did, everything I said was like, I'm gonna be judged, I know I'm gonna be judged, I know everyone's gonna hate me, I know I'm gonna look like a loser, I know I'm gonna fuck up. Every time. Every little thing that I did, I was like, I can't do it. So I finished high school, and I went into cosmetology school, and the first day I got there, literally I walked in, and some people knew each other, and most people didn't. I sat by myself. I was like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't like, when I talk to people, I feel like I'm bothering them. That's how I feel like I'm bothering people when I talk to them. That's why I don't want to talk to a lot of people, because I just feel like I'm bothering them at all times. And so I became friends with these two people. It was the first day, and later on in that school year cycle thing, they were the two people who stabbed me in the back. They were the two people who went around to the rest of my class and the rest of the school saying like, oh, Haley's not even going to finish cosmetology school, she's not good enough to graduate, she's never going to get a job, she's so negative, she's so all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, here we go again. Like, this person stabbed me in the back and judged me just like before. Like, why do I trust anyone? So I was just like, whatever. I found a better group of friends I could trust. And then it came this New York trip that we were supposed to go to New York to go to a kind of like, it was kind of like BeautyCon LA, like kind of like that, but it was in New York. So I woke up at 4 a.m. that morning, went down to my school. I was about to get on the bus, and I couldn't do it. Like, I felt like I was gonna throw up and pass out. I started hyperventilating, I started shaking, my whole body became numb. I was literally like hyperventilating to the point where I could not breathe at all. I just like, I was losing it, and I was having a full-on panic attack. Everyone was like, you can do it, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. And I'm like, no, I can't do it. Like, the thing is, it's me with new situations. It's me with going like, I've never been to New York before. What if I don't like it? What, I'm so far from home. What am I supposed to do? Like, I feel this certain connection with my parents that it's when I'm home. Like, when I'm home, I feel safe. That's why I like coming back to my house and not really hanging out with people, because I feel safe at my house. That's just how I am. And a lot of people are gonna say like, but you talk on in front of a camera and put it on for the whole world to see. I'm talking in front of a camera by myself. That's what a lot of you guys don't realize when people post videos like, but you're talking in front of a camera and you go to all these meetings and you go to red carpets and all this stuff. Like Acacia's video she put up, everyone's like, you're lying. No. If you listen to what she says, that is what social anxiety is. You feel every little thing, you're like, I'm sorry, oh, I don't want you to hate me. Like, your mind just races. And for people to say, oh, you're just trying to get attention. She's not trying to get attention, okay? She's being serious. She's literally, that's how she feels. And I know exactly how she feels because I feel the same exact way as she does. And it drives me insane when I see people say, like, she'll post a picture of a band she likes, so people are like, oh my god, kill yourself. Oh my god, do that. Like, and it's always these little fan Twitters that their idol is like Demi Lovato or like Five Sauce or One Direction. They're like, kill yourself. And I'm like, don't they like all have anti-bullying things? Like, don't they all stand up for bullying? Like, what? Like, why in the hell do you think that's okay? Like, I don't understand. But that's the anxiety thing. I'm gonna do a whole other video on that. But yeah, it was just like, for me, it's even ordering at a restaurant, I get nervous and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what if I mess up? Even if I've ordered the same thing, I always order the same thing because I'm afraid of getting it wrong. But I always order the same thing at a restaurant. I don't like to go to new restaurants ever. I'm very, very sheltered. And with me, it's like when I order, I have to read it from the menu because I don't want to look at that person